In this video, what I'm going to walk through is how we use AI in our sales process to automate multiple steps of that process so we can make things better, get more people to show up to calls, improve our systems, and sign more clients. Now, the first thing that I'll say is I think that too many people use AI to automate bullshit that they don't need to automate or doesn't need automating in the first place. And that is definitely not what I want you to take away from this video. What I want you to do is understand the things that take you a significant amount of time or would require repetitive manual input that can just be taken away by AI. What I do think is that in a world that gravitates more to AI and automating things, that manual human interaction with other humans that want to buy your shit is probably going to be the best route forward. It's going to build rapport better. It's going to make you stand out from your competition. Ultimately, like, people buy from people, and that hasn't changed. But what we do want to do is implement AI into certain areas so that we can gain the advantages where possible, remove any repetitive work, and increase our close rate. So the first thing that we do is we obviously run ads on Meta, right, for our agency and obviously all the people that we work with. When a lead comes through, we've got an AI that lives in Go High Level. We have written a really solid prompt in there, and that prompt makes sure that the AI has a number of qualification points that lead has to meet, and then it has the ability to automatically book people into the calendar. So lead comes through, that AI will reach out via SMS or WhatsApp in less than 20 seconds to engage that lead, start having a conversation, make sure that lead can meet a level of qualification that we need them to have, and then book them automatically in. We do have a human that does this on the phone, right? We have setters in the agency and in the coaching business, like everything that we do, who will reach out, sort of manually speak to someone on the phone. And I think that's generally that's going to be a better process. But what happens at 9 p.m, 10 p.m, middle of the night? It's crazy. If you run ads yourself, you know that it's crazy, some of the times that people fill in these lead forms. And what we want to do is be able to speak to everybody at any time of the day or night to make sure that we're engaging them fast, qualifying them, and booking them in. And AI is the solution to that. It reaches out fast, it runs through qualification points, and it books them into the calendar. And then once they get booked in, all of the other automations that are built then will kick in, right? Nurture sequences, reminder sequences, notifications to myself and the sales team to let us know what has gone on. But having AI reach out to that person through SMS or WhatsApp gives a really quick response. And as you know, speed to lead in your sales process is probably one of the most important things that you can build in. Second way that we automate with AI is all of our calls are recorded using a piece of software called Fathom. Now, Fathom is just a really simple free call recording tool. When you jump into a Zoom call or a Google Meet or whatever it is that you use, Fathom will jump into that call as well. If you're watching this, you probably use something similar, like maybe it's Fathom already, maybe it's Fireflies, maybe it's whatever else is out there. But we have a meeting recorder tool that comes into all of our sales calls with obviously us and the prospect, records the video for that call and transcribes it. So what we have there is, a couple of things, a couple of key benefits. Number one, we haven't got to be sat there with a pen and paper, writing down key things and making notes about this person that we're talking to, because Fathom is doing that for us. Just making notes about the call or about the prospect is not the key thing that we use it for. There are a couple of things that come out the back of that. The first thing is, if we don't close that lead on the call, typically we want to summarize that call and send it over to them in an email. We also want to send them probably some testimonials, some examples, some results. We also want to send them the recording of that call so they can watch it back, and maybe other people that are going to be involved in that decision. So what we do is Claude has a connector into our Fathom. And every day at a certain time of the day, what happens is an automation runs with Claude. It goes into our Fathom recordings. It looks for calls that are titled with a specific title, so it knows that that's a sales call. And it pulls all of the transcripts through into Claude and writes out the follow-up emails to the prospects. A couple of benefits there. Number one, it saves a massive amount of time from our side. Number two, they don't just get a copied and pasted template email follow-up, so it's feels more personalized, it feels more personal to that person. I wonder if I can say person or personalized anymore in that. Anyway, the third thing there is that there are going to be key things that Fathom pulls out of that call in the transcript that we just are going to forget or have going to glazed over, or it might have seen barriers to this person moving forwards that we might not have seen, and it's going to add that into the email. It also has a link to all of our testimonials and results that will automatically go in it, and it will automatically paste the link back to the call so that prospect can watch it back. Now, that is automatically done for us. They're all drafted. They don't get sent automatically because we have a little scan through them, make sure that it's right. We can just send them off to those leads. That is a massive time saver for us, and it's something that we get commented on quite a lot, that these emails that have come across are super super personalized, we're efficient with it, we're giving them everything that they need to make that decision. Now, the third thing, because we record all of those calls in Fathom, we get the transcripts. Now, we can take those transcripts, we can put them into Claude, and we have this specific like prompted chat in Claude that we feed these transcripts into, and it acts as a sales manager. It gives us feedback on the call itself. It picks up on things that we probably should have addressed better in the call, maybe a way that we could have handled an objection better, and just generally gives feedback about that call. Now, if you're running a business at the moment, or an agency maybe, and you haven't got a sales manager in place, like, this is a perfect medium. I'm not saying that Claude is better than a sales manager who's got years and years and years of experience and millions of pounds in closes. But what it does do is give you feedback on those calls, makes you think about things slightly differently, helps you to handle objections better in the future so that every single call that you're getting on, you can improve. Fourth thing that happens there is with those transcripts, we can also feed that back into our marketing. Again, using Claude with a specifically prompted chat, it's going to extract all of the objections. It's also going to extract all of the reasons people do buy, the problems they've got, the pains they're facing, the things they've tried before, the goals that they want to achieve. And it's going to feed that back into our marketing. So when we're looking at new ad ideas, new ad concepts, video scripts, we've got this wealth of information that's being fed directly from our sales calls back into the marketing. And then when we're writing the copy or we're shooting the video ads, we're using specific pains, specific problems, specific language that our target market, our ideal clients, would use to describe the situation that they're in, the goal that they want. So these are like the 4 key ways that we're using AI in that sales process at the moment. They are just no-brainers. All of the things that I've described there would take us significant time, bandwidth, manpower, money, and we're just automating them with AI, which saves all of those things and probably gets a better result. What I do want to say though is, like, as a caveat, don't automate shit that you don't need to. Some of the best parts of our sales process are the things that we do manually, the things that we have real people, like touching base with leads, sending real videos, having proper conversations. Those are things that matter, and I don't think that you should automate and use AI to do that. If you're using AI right, there's a really good balance that you can save money, be more efficient, use less manpower, but you're taking that time, attention, money, manpower and putting it into things that do work from a manual perspective. Anyway, I hope this video has been useful. If you have found it useful, just subscribe to the channel. I put out content like this, helping you to get more clients, make more money in the business. And if you want to grow your business or agency, down in the description, there's a link to my calendar. You can jump on a call with myself and see if we can help you grow your business. If not, I hope this has been super useful for you, and I will see you on the next video.